Well, hi guys, it's not that time. It's not our Bible teaching snippet. It's actually just Hello Monday. How about that? What I want to do today is just hop on and say hello to you. It's been a long weekend for me. I've been relaxing. I got to spend some time with my kid Courtney. That's always wonderful. I get to see my new, what I call grandbaby, and it's actually my little niece because my younger brother and his wife had their second child, but they are quite a bit younger than me, so they're more like my own children. And as many of you may know, I don't have my own children. So, I have my baby brother. I called him my baby brother, and he's 40 years old, by the way. And I have my Courtney, and then I have my little Eli, who is like my grandson. So, you know what? I just, since I don't have my own children and grandchildren, I just adopt them into my own, okay? So anyway, I've had such a wonderful, wonderful weekend. What I wanted to do today, though, okay, is I wanted to just hop on. And, well, let me tell you what I'm going to do this week. Let me give you a future tomorrow, what my plans are, okay? I'm going to go ahead and do maybe one or two more teaching. It could be three. It just depends, okay? If people ask me questions, I can extend our little series on Are All Born Sinners? Are babies born into this world already condemned and damned by God to go to hell for all eternity unless they reach the age of receiving Jesus as their Savior, okay? I want to talk about, and I named this Original Sin, the series of Original Sin, because there's some different beliefs about that most people don't realize. I know I didn't, okay? I'm learning as I go. But I want us to really take a good look at that and make up our own minds if what the church thinks that they believe about people being born with a sin nature is actually taught by the Bible. Is that what is how people saw it in the Old Testament, in the days of Jesus, in the early church, and I'm talking prior to the 5th century, before the pagan ideas of the Church of Rome and the Roman Empire got added into Christianity, okay? So we're going to take a little look at that, and we'll finish that series up this week, okay? But today, what I want to do, okay? I want to talk to you just a little bit about my coming and going and the things that I do. And I know many of you have been hanging out with me for 4 or even going on 5 years now. But things are getting a little bit better. As far as going out in public, a lot of the mask mandates are taken off. Now, I see people wearing them and some people not wearing them. But what I have noticed, okay, is that people aren't as scared of you to get close to them, okay? Now, what I have started doing, because I can read people. When I get within a couple of feet of someone, I can give you a spiritual rundown of where they're at. Yes, it's like when you're walking in the Spirit, it kind of downloads. You know these things. So as I started going around and about, when I'm going out to town, I went and got a haircut, just different things. When I meet people and I get within a couple of 3 feet of them, and many times if their spirit is giving off strong signals, I can feel what's going on in the spirit realm with them within 6 to 10 feet, okay? But what I've noticed is that people aren't scared to get close. People aren't scared to be touched anymore, okay? At one point, with all of this fear of getting sick and all of this, people didn't want you to get within 5 or 6 feet of them. They were scared, okay? And part of that is all of the signs telling you to stay separated. But so now that I'm going out and about in public, people aren't scared anymore. And I am getting to do what I love to do, and that's laying hands on the sick and administering or ministering, however you want to say it, healing, okay? I got to do that like 3 times this past week. I was walking into Sam's Club the other day, and this lady that I've known for 6 or 7 years had a brace on her arm. It's a black shoulder brace holding this arm up. And she said she thought she might have messed up her, a rotator cuff, something like that up in here. And her arm was really, really black and blue and bruised. And I told her, I said, oh, I would love to pray for you. And of course, they were super busy. People just coming in droves right at the front door. And she said, oh, I would love for you to do that. And so I just stepped behind her. And I said, do you mind me putting my hand on you? right over here on your shoulder. And she said, Lord, no, I don't mind you to do that. And I did. And I said, you just keep doing your job, checking people's membership cards as they come in. And I'm going to lay hands on you to heal you of that arm and your injury. And she said, okay, go ahead and do it. And so that, guys, that makes me so happy to be able to do that. Because, you know, the last thing I want to do is scare anybody. Now, look, I'm not saying that I have not been ministering healing during this pandemic time, because that would not be true. I can push healing into people and toward people without touching them. I just know that it is something about the human touch and God's power moving out of me like an extension cord plugged right into them is a much stronger immediate effect. I don't understand it. I don't claim to understand everything. I just know that Jesus laid hands on the sick, and I don't see a problem with laying hands on the sick if that's what he did, right? So I love being able to go out and do that now. I love being able to give people hugs again, because I'm the hug lady. I like to hug people because God created us to be together as people and to love one another and to touch one another. You know, you never see Jesus saying, don't touch that person, don't touch that person, their goo-goo's going to get on you. No, even the lepers and stuff, Jesus touched them, Jesus healed them. So I love to hug people because hugging people is good for their spirit and soul. Even if they don't need physical healing, it's good for their soul. I can't tell you the people that I've walked up and said, I think I'm supposed to hug you. And they just break down crying and go, oh my heavens, yes, I know. I've been so lonely and I just need to feel somebody put their arms around me and hug me or hold me. See, this is about walking in the Spirit and walking in the kingdom and loving people, okay? Well, listen, I've been on here just chitty chatting, but really, I just wanted to say hello. I hope you did have an awesome weekend and that you're having a good week so far. And I look forward to wrapping up our little teachings that we're looking at, our study of original sin, are all born sinners, okay? And listen, if you ever have a question or if I don't explain something really well, please feel free to ask me questions so you can learn better or that I make more sense and I speak more clearly. Because the goal is for us all to grow, right? And if I'm not being clear in the things that I'm saying, then I'm not taking people with me as we grow closer and become more like Christ, right? Okay, so listen, I'm going to sign off, and you know what I'm going to say. I love you, and I want the very best for you, and I will see you right here tomorrow. Bye-bye.